Hello, my name is Daniel Brookshier, and I'm here to show another feature of our tool. This works in MagicDraw, the Cameo tools, and the Magic Cyber system tools that we have at Dassault Systems. Today, what I'm going to show you is how to see rationale that's annotating a requirement from the point of view of a requirement table, and I'll also show you where else that this can be seen and how it works. So to create the column, I'm going to start here with the columns button. I'm going to go down to derived property, new derived property. We don't want new custom column because that would only make it useful here in this table, and I want it to work everywhere. So let's do new derived property. First of all, I need to name the property, and we're going to call this one rationale. And I'm going to choose the type of query. There are many different queries, but in this case, we want meta-chain because we're going to walk from, and I'll insert here, this is the first part of the meta-chain, which is abstract requirement. Because we're in our requirement table, the tool is able to pick up that we were talking about abstract requirements. The property that we're looking for is the comment of annotated element, which we're going to walk that relationship. That's that dashed line you saw on the other diagram. And now I need to insert another link in the chain because at this point we're going to filter and only allow rationales in this part of the query. And once we've navigated to a rationale, we want to see a property that is where we are actually holding the text for the rationale. So when you type text into that box on the other diagram, that's really the body of this element. I'll just hit OK, and now I can see rationale. Now, the cool thing about this is if I open up a requirement specification, you can see that I have rationale on here. Let me sort this alphabetically, and I'll scroll down, and there's rationale. So we have a brand new property. This looks just like it came fresh out of the box, except that we just created it just now. And that property is available in a lot of contexts. It's possible to use it in simulations. It's possible to use this in report writing. It is so useful throughout the tool because it's really extending what the idea of a requirement is, all because we just added this new custom property in the context of the tool. So let's talk about what's happening. Well, there is a folder called derived properties where these are being put. In this case, I'm showing you a related customization I had already built for blocks and another one for value properties. In this case, I'm doing both rationale and problem for both of these items. All I did was create a table and did the same process, except I scoped for rationale here and problem there, and they're associated with this block and values based on the element type. And what it did was it created these two customization blocks. They have a few properties that relate to this customization. First of all, what's the target? So where is this property being added? Second is the property itself, and when we click on that property, this is what it looks like. And if you go to the tags, you'll see there's an expression. If I double click on the expression, you'll see that again I get the query dialog, which is where I had edited that on the column. So you can see it's just putting it here. It's also adding a property group. That's kind of nice because if I look at a block and I go to that area, which is traceability, you can see there are my new two properties. So we have a nice way to collect them. If I wanted to, I could change the name of that to something else. Let me add one more thing. On any of the elements that I've added that property to, I can make that property show up by simply going to Edit Compartments and selecting from the element properties the elements that I added. I've already added rationale to this one, but I think I also should have problem. There it is. And just double click and add it to the right there, and you can see now I have problem and rationale. Of course, this one doesn't have a problem, so why not create one? Click on problem. This is a problem. And connect it, and you can see it shows up and it's live. Everything that I do down here is going to show up above. One caveat, because these are based on queries, they are not editable. So we have to go to some other diagram to actually add these, but that's okay. We normally aren't going to worry about that. That's all I have. As always, if you like this video, please hit subscribe. Also in the comments, let me know what other videos you would like to see about the tools or system engineering, enterprise architecture, UAF, DODAF, etc. that you're interested in. Thank you again. I'm Daniel Brookshier. Thank you for your time.